I'm back. It is October 28th, 2020 at 11:08 in the morning. It's cold outside. It's nice and toasty in here. We have to clean my office, get it to where it's much more presentable today, because next week I possibly, if not probably, have a man showing up to purchase some of my coin collection. That's the game plan anyway, and that's what he's saying. Whether it will happen or not, anybody's guess. I will say this: I won't be sacrificing the coin collection. I'm not selling it for the metal weight. I had a guy contact me also. I had some of my collection for sale on Etsy, and had one person put one of my $1,000 silver dollars in their shopping cart, but they couldn't come up with the money. Now, why would I sell a silver dollar? I've got 3 of them that are $1,000 each. They're worth about $2,000 each. I figured selling them for half of what the numismatic value is should draw someone, and it has. And what makes them that valuable is they're that rare. There's plenty of Morgan 1800s silver dollars somewhere in the late 1800s. These have never seen the inside of a bank. They're not only beautifully uncirculated, they're extremely beautifully uncirculated. If I have to go to the expense of having them professionally graded, then the price goes up. But I do have the provenance on them. That's proof they are what I say they are. And you can hear the rain on the roof. They have a steel roof, even with insulation above us. If it starts raining real hard, it'll be deafening in here. That's part of what's going on in my world today. I want to give a shout out to my friends on here, too numerous to list, but I'm going to anyway. Beth, if you're watching, love you, girl. Hope your birthday was fabulous. My unnamed friend in Lone Grove, I have coffee, so it'll be a longer video today. You were right. If there's no Java Joy Juice, Papa ain't gonna be talking very long. I've got to do a podcast right after this. The board's up. And have a little bit of traveling to do today. This evening we've got to go fetch my youngest grandbabies and bring them home to the farm. They're at their mama's down in Ardmore right now. Have not got the numbers for today yet. I haven't done that. I don't give those out except on the podcast, and if it's anything like it has been, it's outrageous. They just keep going up. It was just Nicholas and I think went to Walmart yesterday. Hardly anybody there. The employees were wearing masks. There are people all over the inside of the store without masks. It is hard to inform people because they don't want to listen. I'm not going to wear a mask. You can't make me wear a mask. You're just trying to be my overlord. You know, I've heard similar rhetoric. I've heard people talking about how it's conspiracy. The reality of it is there's no conspiracy. I do believe the liberals, extreme left wing liberals, they're using the pandemic to the best advantage they can, which brings me to something else. Before I do that, I want to say hi to my stepmom, Mom, Lori, and John, my brother, and hi to Michael Paul, my brother in Oklahoma City. Miss you guys. Now, never fail to utilize a good crisis. That is a credo by despots everywhere. You know, and if you're watching this, you need to understand something. It's going to be bad here after the election. Maybe not here locally, maybe not in southern Oklahoma, but there are people everywhere going to throw a fit, regardless of which way it goes. And if you're watching this for the first time, down there in the corner, it might be in that one, in one of those corners is a red flag says subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm trying to build this channel up. Now I have 25 subscribers thanks to my friend Beth. And thanks to Lori and John subscribing. Hey, it wasn't too long ago I had 12. I'm past double the amount now by one. Getting back to something serious, though. This weather we're having right now is ideal virus weather. Not just for COVID-19, but for everything. I have friends in the medical community. I have friends who are actual epidemiologists. I have friends who are doctors. I have friends who are nurses. I have relatives also that are in these professions. And invariably, every one of them says COVID is more serious than the average person understands. The effects are horrible. Very few people get a mild case and then just walk away from it after they heal up in a few days. Most people don't have the kind of health care the President of the United States has, and I actually believe he kind of faked it, false bravado, to show the public it's not something to be afraid of. I'm not afraid of dying, folks. Been there, done that, literally. I'm not afraid of pain. I don't enjoy pain, but I've had pain inflicted on me that most people just wouldn't believe. I don't like being sick. I'm in a constant state of illness now just due to being diabetic. I have to watch my sugar consumption, and sometimes I have to consume sugar because my main problem is not high blood sugar, it's low blood sugar, and I am diabetic. I can always tell. My boy Dale, he always knows. He'll get to a certain point not eating and he'll start feeling faint, and he has to eat something to rectify it. Usually what I do is I'll get a Sprite or something like that if I'm out on the road and drink it, and that will bring it up. If I'm home, I'll eat some kind of snack that has sugar in it. In here, I have food that is reserved for me so that I do have lunch. Mostly Vienna sausages, both original and barbecued variety. Um, and I have some crackers in the cookie jar. And I have nuts and olives behind me. But I really only drink two beverages: black coffee and water. And I know water is not a beverage, but um, I do drink a lot of water, and I drink quite a bit of Java Joy juice. Once in a great while, I'll drink one of the herbal teas I have in my fridge, but I buy those for guests and for family. Now, I got kind of off subject, didn't I? We have an election coming up this coming Tuesday. Yes, I'm going to tell you how to vote. You vote for anybody other than Joseph Biden and Kamala Harris. Why do I say that? Well, if you want to watch the absolute destruction of our nation, of the United States of America, you vote for Joe Biden. He won't be in office a month before Kamala Harris takes over, Commie Law Harris. Neither one is fit to be a president. The preceding president before Trump was absolutely an enemy of the United States of America, and I've got friends who just, oh, he was the greatest president we ever had. No, he was not. He was absolutely the worst president this nation has ever had. And the one before him, George W. Bush, was the second worst president our country has ever had. Now, I'm not speaking from my opinion. I'm speaking from statistics. They're open due to the Freedom of Information Act. You can look and see what they did. The very thing that the liberals, and I have a bucket load of liberal friends. If they watch this, they'll probably quit being my friend, but they espouse that Obama was the best president we've ever had, and that's because they're woefully ignorant. But the Democrat Party is for the little guy. No, they're not, any more than the Republican Party's for the little guy. But there's one huge difference between the two. The Republicans truly are more friendly to minorities, to people of color, if you want to call it that. The Republican Party freed the slaves and was anti-slavery. The Democrat Party was the Democrat Party was the founding party of the Ku Klux Klan and a few other little racist organizations. When Lyndon Baines Johnson started his social programs, it wasn't about helping blacks. It was about making them become beholden to the government and get them on the government teat and keeping them to where they were going to be subjugated to having to rely on the government for everything. And by and large, a lot of them were of that mind. But by and large, again and again, I've seen black mothers have to struggle, not due to anything they did wrong. Most of them had been married. Most of them's husband either died or ran off or went to prison. And a good black mother, you can't beat her. and a good black grandmother, you can't beat her. A good mother or grandmother of any race, you can't beat them. They're God's gift to the world. And with that, I'm going to end this podcast. Now, as I always do, I encourage you to go out of your way to be kind. Bye.